So what I want to go over is how to design probably the funnest lure, I think is the funnest lure to fish, which is your bladed jig. One thing I'm going to experiment with here on this one is I got 3 different colors of powder paint here. So my go-to is just a green pumpkin with black in it, and then I've got this green pumpkin with orange glitter. This is some leftover green pumpkin with black. I like big hooks. I'll go with the size 5 on these. I've got size 4 for the brand. I like mustad stuff, so we'll be using the Do It Poison Tail Jig mold here. I've already got it set up, so you can see there's my cavity. I've got the little the plug there, and I didn't have to modify this. I've actually got a Sparky jig mold that I took that off of, this little prong here, so I can fit the eye of the hook in. But this mold is perfect. So all right, so what we got here is we've got our mold cavity, and then we got our connector link and our hook. Very easy. So when I put this together, I'll be bending this stuff all down. But you take your hook, put it through that connector link, and then you just rest your hook in there, get it lined up, and with these size 5 hooks, it comes down to a pretty precise placement. You got to get that tip of that hook just resting on the edge. So it doesn't have to be perfect. So once you've got that, you just move this over, and what we're looking for is a nice tight seal. We want to line this hook up, and we're looking for that seal right there. So what I do is I've got leftover wire from when I ran some wire. I just cut it to length and then put it through there and then tie it up so I can hang it in my oven and cook it and get a nice powder coat finish on this. So I like to do is open up this eye right here a little bit more. What I found is it puts a little bit more movement on there. When you put powder coat, it starts filling that hole in some. So you can drill it after you powder coat. I just do it before and then file down any rough edges on that. So this experiment we're gonna do here is I'm gonna dump some of this blue glitter into this leftover green paint, and we're gonna make a custom blue glitter green pumpkin and see how it does. So, and I'm not gonna measure this out or nothing, just throw it in there and we'll mix it around and see what happens. Again, that hole right there, we wanna make that a little bit bigger. Pop it open just a little bit. So now this part, pretty straightforward. It's pretty hanger for when you put these in the oven. 5, 10, whatever works for you. Alright, and I'll touch it, it's getting warm. Get in your paint, tap it around. Oh, and you can see that blue flake. Oh, that looks real nice. Oh, it's extra blue. The other side. These blades are looking sick. One thing with this powder paint is it will flow a little bit when I put it in the oven. Is just take that copper and just make a little hook, and you're just gonna hang them right there on your easy bake oven. All right, just like that. Hook, relatively straight. Probably give it a little tap there. Maybe that'll help. All right, let's see. Good flow. Good flow. 1, 2. Fill it up. All right, should have been nice and hot. That lead should have flowed just fine. Let's see what we got. That is warm. That is perfect. All right, so we're see a little bit of lead in there. Alright, so now we're going to do some heat shrink tubing, and we're going to put that on each one of these eyes here. Alright, so the heat shrink tubing I use is from Harbor Freight, 3/16 inch. Just cut off, you know, a decent. There's 3. Let's see. Nice and clean. Looks nice and clean to me. A little bit of blue. Alright, so we're done with the paint process here. So now I just gotta get these off. So just take these and just snip them off your blade. My favorite color is this Watermelon Magic Blue Shimmer. So we'll do a lot of that. Like this Green Pumpkin Magic. And alright, so here's the skirts I've got put together. You will trim this up. Drip on the top, and then just dab this on in that eye cavity. I usually have them looking like down, and just float it into place. There you go. There's one. Alright, so you got your jig painted up, eyeballs attached, so now it's time to put the skirt on. Made your skirt. What I like to do with these is decide on a short side. So that'll be my short side. So when you slide this on, you want to get the blue. I'm going to go with it on the belly. Take your long side, aim for the middle of your skirt, and then start sliding it on. What I like to do is shake it around some. What I'm doing there is getting that skirt mushroomed out. And what that'll do, it'll even it out and allow it to get up to your barb up here, nice and straight. And once we get here, we're going to give it a nice push and another push. In there. That looks amazing though. So we're down to the final part of this, which is connecting the blade like that. And then what I like to do is push it down nice and straight. So in order to do that, you want to use pliers like this. And what I'm going to try to do is push that back into the lead, and that's going to seal that blade up. And you can see the movement there is nice. Like that thing is going to rock back and forth. So there you have it. It's really not that difficult to do this. Real fast going through the parts. You got your clip, the blade, the connector link, the lead head, the eyeball, then the skirt, and then the hook. I like the size 5. Super fun and rewarding, and I guarantee you, I'm going to be catching some nice fish this year with these.